Good morning. Today's video comes from a very rainy stroke sunny Shawlands in Glasgow, but I'm here for a very special reason. I'm here to take you back in time because there's an event here today, and if I swing the camera around you'll see we have the old vintage buses of Glasgow. So come along and let's enjoy this little trip into the bygone days. Do you remember coming in these old buses back in the 70s, 60s, whenever it was you were in your youth? Do you remember these buses? Real buses, not silent, soulless electric ones that we have today. Ones that made noises and smelt of diesel. They were the best buses, weren't they? Why is it so many people like looking at things from the past? Is it because it reminds you of your youth? Is it because it reminds you of safer days? Was the world safer? I don't know. But there certainly is an interest for people to come and look at just things from the past, whether it be old cafes, old pubs, old buses, old cars. The crowds here just prove that that's the case. And look at that, there's a bus going to my hometown in Rutherglen. So today here in Shawlands, the GVVT, that's the Glasgow's Vintage Vehicle Trust, is having an open day in Shawlands, and it's free bus rides on the old buses. So that's why I'm here. Look at the crowds waiting to get on. It just shows you the interest that there still is for these old buses, not just old buses, but just the olden days in general. The people you see with the blue bibs on there, volunteers for the GVVT, a great job they're doing. Look at all the people going onto the bus. And there is the website. Be sure to take a look at the website because there's all sorts of events all planned for this year. So go onto the website and have a look and come along and experience this for yourself. Absolutely fantastic. Here's another thing I've noticed. Now that smoking's banned on buses, everyone seems to want to go up on the top deck. See, the top deck's full, the bottom's kind of half full. People like to be up high, don't they? That beautiful building in the background, that's the Langside Hall. What a beautiful setting for that old bus. There's the past right there. By the way, are you from Shawlands, or did you once lived in Shawlands? I'll be taking a little walk along the main street later on, looking at what Shawlands looks like today. And maybe if you're from here, you can tell me what it was like back in your day. I love hearing things like that. I mean, look at this beautiful building here in the corner. The Corona. There's the bus. Off it goes with its load of passengers. We'll be taking a ride on the bus at some point in this video. Maybe even two. And another bus has arrived. Passengers disembarking. What one is this? This one you were on. Let's have a look. Were you on this one? The 900 going to Bridgeton Cross. Anybody from Bridgeton? Let me know in the comments. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not just sheer art? Beautiful. You remember you used to run and jump on the back, but it was just going away.
Last time near Love Street in Paisley, Celtic Rangers were doing
Aye.
So the big buses, and the drivers let us alone.
Oh. Brilliant, eh?
Good days.
Great days, yeah.
You didn't destroy anything, you were just
No.
on the stairs.
Yeah, that's it. I know. We're just talking to that nice lady there about how the old buses are far better than the new ones. You can't even hear the new ones now. Electric bus, 0 emissions. Okay, that's good. But silent and lifeless. That's my opinion. What do you think? Are these better? Or are they better? Let's start a debate. Do you even get artwork like that in buses now? Okay, let's go on the bus. On the back, up the stairs. Look at that. Hey. There we are, look at this. Right. Down the front.
Yeah, of course. Go to a bit on the floor.
Used to be upstairs for smoking, do you remember that? What's my name? Michael.
Okay, there's 2. One over here. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, we were ready.
So that was the number 900 to Briston Cross. That was absolutely fantastic. You felt every bump in the road. You heard the engine rasping away. You know that way when the bus was idling in the old days and you could hear it going vroom, 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 vroom. It was doing that. See, just little things like that. It absolutely just takes you back to the days of your youth. And then it is all getting loaded up for another ride around the town here in Shawlands. Oh, and by the way, I had a little helper on the bus, young Khalil. If you're watching, Khalil, it was nice to meet you. So this is the bus that says Rutherglen on the front, ready to go on the next bus run. I'm going to go for a wee hurl. Come on, get off. It's not to go up here actually. was brilliant, thanks very much. Thank you.
Alright, no worries, pleasure. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was interesting. It just shows you what it was like, what the
Oh
buses
yeah.
were like.
Yeah, yeah. They were better.
Sorry? Very different to what they're like now.
No, you're fine. No, on you come.
Are you sure? Thank you.
Ladies and children first.
Like I say, thank you very much. Thank you so much. That was fabulous. Thank you.
I was scared.
Such big steps for me.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
Not half. People had longer legs in the olden days, didn't they? Massive steps. I remember falling out with my pal once because the two of us were walking home from the barras. You on that? The two of us were running home from the barras and the bus was leaving. I could run faster than him because I was longer legs. Jumped in the back of the bus and he was left. Fell out with me for 3 months. Right.
I know I can remember saying to my mum, you know, as a kid, she's got 2 heavy bags of shop. Then every time I got on a bus, can we go upstairs? No. Can we go upstairs? No. And once I went in, well, where can we go upstairs? It's a bus driver's bedroom. And I was like, oh, right. I don't think if there's anyone else going upstairs. And then years later, when I started working for Strathclyde buses, I was like, Mum, you lied to me. She's like, you remember that? I said, yeah.
That's similar. I heard a woman on the telly saying that her mum used to say to her when she heard the ice cream van, that was them announcing there's no ice cream left. So when they heard the tune, oh, they've got no ice cream left.
See, my mum couldn't get away with that because my gran and my dad's side stayed across from the ice creamery and salt.
Oh, right. Oh. Brilliant. Slightly more modern bus, that one. Did you enjoy that little trip on the bus? Oh, it was seriously good. If you want to experience it for yourself, take a look on the GVVT website and you'll see all the events that's coming up this summer. Get yourself along to it and you can hear the sounds, smell the smells. Smells don't come across on camera, obviously. Oh, just takes you straight back. Absolutely fantastic. There is another event coming up in a few months' time called the West Fest. So take a look on the website and get yourself along to that. And enjoy a bus ride on one of these fantastic old-fashioned buses. So what did you think about that? Is this the kind of thing you enjoy? Let me know in the comments. Basically what I do is I look about for things that take us back to our youth. When I go hill walks or country walks or whatever, I often talk about things that we had in our youth. Basically what my channel's about. This has been a fantastic day, it really has. You know, I've spoken about it before. My dad used to be a bus mechanic, Larkfield Garage, and that's where my interest in buses lie, which is ironic because when I was younger I was very, very rarely on a bus because my dad had a car as long as I remember, with him being a mechanic, you know. Mechanics have always got cars. But when back in those days when cars were scarce, I remember at one point when we lived up the Pen in Rutherglen, there was only 2 cars up the whole Pen, and there's 3 closes with 12 in a close, so 36 houses. There was only 2 cars, and both of those cars were my dad's. One was his Ford Consul and the other one was his other Ford Consul for spares and repairs. So if you're from Shawlands, do you remember any of these places? Maybe tell me what they used to be. I'm looking up there at that sign in the green building, Ray Reardon's Snooker Club. I remember when they all popped up all over the place in the 70s. I don't know if that's still a snooker club. Shawlands is such a hustle and bustle of cafes, bars. It's absolutely got a fantastic feel to it. It's in the south side, but it feels kind of West Endish. Electric bus. It's just not the same, is it? There's the granary over there, right on the gushet. Is that what you call it, a gushet? And two roads split. Look at that beautiful building above it. What did all these shops used to be? Of course, there's the obligatory Greggs. Cheap and cheerful. I used to come to a pub here called The Village. Does anybody remember where The Village was? I remember it was back in my new romantic days. Yeah, I was a new romantic. And I used to get in there and drink Maduri and pineapple and try to look all, you know, windswept and interesting, as Billy Connolly would say. Failed miserably. I'd love to know where it was. Can anybody tell me? The Village. It was a pub. I think it was quite a trendy pub. Everything's going electric now, isn't it? The Lychee. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's owned by, is it Jimmy somebody, is it Jimmy Choo? No, that's the shoes. Did he not have a book called Jimmy's Magic Walk? Maybe I'm making that up, but I think that might be his place. He's got a place in Glasgow city centre as well, called the Lychee, I think, and I think that's his second one. The old barber shops. Get a haircut and then get in for a lasagna. There's the Shawlands Arcade. That's seen better days, hasn't it? This was all these fantastic ideas back in the 70s, 80s. But now with the advent of Amazon and the like, nobody goes to shops anymore. Not in the way they used to. That was another great pub over there, all shut now. I think it eventually became a Wetherspoons and then closed. I think. If I'm not mistaken. Look at all these cakes. Oh my goodness, So did you used to live in Shawlands? Let me know if you did. Let me know your stories about being here, when you lived here, where you used to go, places that used to be here, cafes, pubs, whatever. Love to hear your stories about Shawlands. There's a cafe over there, Kilmurray and Company. I'm interested in maybe doing that as a video, because I think that cafe there has a bit of history. You can just see the ghost sign above saying Newlands Post Office. So keep your eye open, that might feature in a future video. Electric bus? Nope. There's an old poster up there of the Corona. That's an interesting pub over there. How'd you say that? The Quiche? No, it wouldn't be the Quiche. On Custenholme Road, Kettrick Place. Any of these streets ring a bell for you? It's a lovely place to live here, Shawlands. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that little trip down memory lane on the old diesel buses of the bygone days. Remember to get active in the comments and let me hear all your stories. That just leaves me to say thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you next week. Bye now.